Okay, let's get everybody else online. Oh man, got us a day. We got us a day. We got us a day. Big day. All right. Waiting to see when the rest of the stuff comes on. Let's give this a little. Good morning. Good morning. That's that. Okay, we're in business, guys. How's everybody doing? We are here. Gerard, how are you? What's doing, my brother? Long time. Good morning. Facebook is on. Morning, good morning. Oh, I gotta see my friend Vin. Oh, there's Vinny. Nice. Nice. Good morning, good morning. How's everybody doing? Matt, good morning. 25,000 to spend on a first watch, you're buying a Daytona. That's it. Good morning, Mark. Man, what a day. What wisdom can I share? I don't know about wisdom. I think we're looking for our own wisdom right now. We're all trying to find wisdom. Nikki, good morning. How are you, buddy? How are you, buddy? Next case. Yeah, we are waiting on YouTube to come on. I know YouTube should be on any second. I just got to do this kind of haphazardly because Streamlabs sucks. And that's what we do. That's what we do. Yeah, we've had some busy days, man. We've been working. We're working very, very hard. We're selling watches, which is weird. Not weird, but just kind of, it's like, I don't know. There's Peter. Good morning. Okay, we're back. I'm the pioneer of watch content. Am I like gonna cook over a open flame outside? One of those guys? Okay, I'll take that. I will take that. Flabba, good morning. Okay, we're in business. Ben, good morning. Mohan, good morning. Big day, guys. Huge day. Where do you go for Omega watches? I don't know. Omega, go to an AD and ask them for a discount. If you're in Jersey, you can go to my AD. Good morning. Rhode Island, baby. I love it. URI in the building. Kelvin, good morning. Bombo, good morning. How we doing, people? We're here. Ready? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We say the Pledge of Allegiance here. It's kind of something that some of us used to do every day when we went to school. I went to public school. And sadly, it's not really encouraged. So, I don't know. I think we should be more open to that, What's the logic behind ADs making you buy? They don't really make you buy. It's because they have a certain amount of watches that they get. They don't get unlimited numbers of Daytonas and subs and desirable stuff. They'll get a bunch of other crap. And they try to entice you, well, buy this lady's no date, and maybe one of these days I'll sell you a no date sub. It's like, please, me, I don't care. I don't know if America's finished yet. Alex, good morning. You really think so, Bombo? I don't know. I think we're going to be like doing some wild stuff. You're in the Caymans? Oh, I'm freezing too. Trust me, Hawk. I'm freezing my ass off. And it was warm yesterday. Mark, good morning. Big day. Big meetings today. We have big stuff going on today. Then we've got real stuff going on tomorrow. We got real stuff the rest of the week. And hopefully we're going to be wrapping some of this up, putting a bow on some certain aspects of it, which is important to us. We need to focus on what's really important now, and the next phase of where we're going with this new project. Right, Clipper? We ready, baby? Clipper's in the building. I love it. Love it, Clipper. I know these guys are working hard. They've got stuff going on too. Yeah, I know one of the other companies is going through that same thing, Clip. I'm pretty sure it's all interrelated, if you know what I mean. Because we were talking to somebody over there also at the main company. And yeah, they're doing a bunch of stuff this week. So hopefully next week we'll be working on that, which will be good. Which will be good. I had some guy come at me to work on a documentary with him. I don't really want to talk about it now, but interesting piece. Interesting piece. Nice guy. Very nice guy. So hopefully we'll be working on something like that. We have to, buy some watches. Been buying watches lately. Looking for a GMT2 2010. Why 2022? Just buy a new one. Just buy a new one. I don't know. We get guys that contact us constantly, and it's like, oh, I want to watch 2 years old. You're gonna save $1,000, maybe $1,500, and you're gonna get a used watch. Just buy a new fucking watch. And then I got to find picture. I don't get involved in it. We're not getting involved in certain aspects of sourcing watches. If you haven't noticed, I know people who've contacted us understand what we do. Where's Junior? He's sleeping. He'll be up. He will be up. Lab diamonds. I don't get involved in lab diamonds. That's garbage. I don't deal in garbage. Sorry. Man, there's a lot of our favorite lab diamond dealer. Oh my God, Jordo, have you seen some of this stuff? Oh my God. I mean, it's gotten worse. It's definitely gotten worse. Do not buy a smooth bezel and oyster bracelet. Here, I've got an oyster bracelet over here. Here you go. Factory diamond dial, fluted bezel. Factory diamond dial, fluted bezel. Nice watch. 12 balloons. Card hang tag. Are we going to Barrett Jackson? No. Definitely not. Need a tax ID if you want to, We have different, Jason, we have other platforms that we're doing. We're streaming on YouTube and TikTok at the same time. That's why I'm answering other questions. That's why it sounds weird. But it is definitely me. So, yeah, Jordo, have you seen that stuff? Oh my God. It's like one thing after another. Selling a fake AP to somebody, I heard. Like real crazy stuff. Real crazy stuff, man. Root beer or zombie? Trading seats on the Titanic. Billy D in the building. $100,000 giveaway. Okay. Easier to just bot followers, to be honest with you. You're not getting any real, anybody real that's going to buy anything from you. Oh, but for the most part, folks are just worried about followers. So it works. Listen, you give away money, people are going to show up. Moses is the best at. Moses and Trax have that absolutely down. And you know what? God bless. I wish them well. Diablo, good morning. Does being in the watch business take the fun out of watches? Yes. Yeah, I mean, I don't know about ad space. I mean, these guys don't need ad space. They've got millions of followers. They've got heavy social media, So, I mean, I don't know. They're just doing it basically. Either it's what do you call it? A write-off? Is that Ticelli? Did I just see Ticelli come on? We have Big Eddie in the house. I don't know if you guys know Big Eddie. You guys know Little Eddie. We have Big Eddie, the original. What up, Ed? You good? Wow. We got Fast Eddie. How do you find a reliable seller? You're looking for a discontinued Rolex? Oh, I don't know. I don't know about that. It sounds like a lot of work. See, you guys got to understand something. when you get real specific on a watch, okay, like we're not going to source it. It's just not what we do. You know, we're here to put out, you know, to not make ourselves crazy. You know, you want a slate dial, okay? You want you want a Surrey dial. I mean, it's like, oh my God, it's not an ugly Rolex. It's a very desirable Rolex. Very desirable Rolex. You'll find it. Try Carl Cohen, Verilot. Tyler Love in the building. Look at this. What do we owe this? Holy cow. Look at Tyler Love is showing up. I like it. What's up, baby? Good morning. We have both mods on here. What about the whole racket? Building a relationship. It's a racket. The AD doesn't need your relationship. He has relationships with super rich customers who will go in there and overpay for gold jewelry, and they'll get the Daytonas. You're going to get, you know, a smooth bezel Datejust and walk out of there like, oh boy, I bought a Rolex from the AD. Let me try to sell it to Buckley. And then I offer you like, you know, 20% less than what you paid. That's what we do. It's how we do it. Do not fall for it. If you like the watch, it's another story. Give me your thoughts on the way you feel about how business has changed. Oh, Ed. How business has changed is the relationships that we had 25 years ago. Okay, and we've got one of the OGs in the house right now. OG's OG. Makes me look like a new jack, this guy. And Fast Eddie, Big Eddie. We had more respect for the game, you know? And I mean, I was usually the outlier. I was kind of like, you know, the troll back then. That's how I kind of, you know, made my bones, but I knew what I was doing. That was the difference. I mean, I learned very fast, you know, by buying and selling stuff, what's real, what's not. And when you were dealing with, there were maybe 5 or 7 guys that were actually real dealers here. There was Bobby Marin, there was Ed, there was, you know, a lot of these guys. I mean, guys that you guys have never heard of. I mean, you know, Charlie Jansen, Joe DeMacy, Bob Wingate. I mean, these are guys that, you know, Alan Laraber. These are guys that forged the business. These guys built this thing in the 80s, okay? Osvaldo Patrizzi. I mean, these guys were the guys that really turned vintage watches into a business. And in doing so, they created this watch frenzy. It started over in Europe, in Italy, and it grew in the late 90s. I mean, back in the late 90s, a Rolex Daytona from an AD was $6,000, okay? They were selling on the gray market for $7,000. They were always desirable. I mean, Ed, I'm pretty accurate, I think, in what I'm saying. And what wound up happening was, and the social media thing just started basically in the last 3 years. I mean, this is just, you know, this is a new anomaly, and it's going to burn itself out, to be honest with you, because you got way too many guys like, you know, some of these Lab Diamond guys that are just absolutely just screwing people left and right. And it's just crazy. It's just absolutely crazy how, you know, how this stuff people get away with that. You know, it's nuts. Yeah, we used to do, I used to sell on eBay back in the day. Oh, thank you so much. You had the first internet site. Yeah, 10 past 10. Remember? And Cooey's got it now. Bobby Marin was the first person to sell watches on the internet. RobertMarin.com, I think it was. Robert Marin Watches. And, you know, this was groundbreaking stuff. I mean, we would do, the biggest thing that we would do, okay, would be go to trade shows. That was our internet. You know, Bobby had Time Zone. Yeah. Bobby, I was banned on Time Zone and WatchNet from 2002 until 2007 when Evan bought Antiquorum. And he was like, how come you're not on Time Zone? I'm like, and they banned me. James Dowling and I had a rift on there about some dials, and they banned me. It was funny. We had so much fun, Ed. We had so much fun. Oh my God. So much fun we had. We would go to the shows, and Bobby would be there at the first booth. And then later on, Ed would set up next to him, and I would set up next to Seth and Alan and Danny and Michael. And, it was just fun. We would travel to shows, we would hang out, we'd all go to dinner. Some of the Texas guys would go upstairs and play cards. And let me tell you, those were some card games up there. Those boys were no joke. Oh, Ed, the good old days, bro. The good old days. It's nuts. It's nuts. Ask Big Eddie, cut him a break, Dirk. Ed, that's our boy Dirk. You guys should like each other. You're both FFL guys, if you know what I mean. Burley, remember? Oh my God. Olga and Christina was young. Oh my God. Oh my God. JJ was young. Oh my goodness. I was there last week. I don't know. It doesn't excite me. It's funny. How much was the first one? We used to sell red Submariners for like $1,000, right? Gilt subs were less because nobody wanted them. Daytonas back in the day, nobody wanted plastic Daytonas. You could look at some of the older ads. I think DeMacy used to put them out. And he would say, we're buying Datejusts, day dates, but no Cosmographs. Nobody wanted to buy them. And Peter Plains bought up a lot of them. Peter is the guy, the auctioneer at Antiques Roadshow with the Vietnam vet that faints. The other guy in there, that's Peter Plains. He's a friend of ours for years. And Peter is a real expert in paddock and enamel paddock and jewelry and stuff like that. And Peter started buying and selling Daytonas back in the 80s. Oh, and I got a picture of Peter and Harvey on a bus in Miami. Oh my God almighty, help me. I can't pull it up. Shit. I can't pull it up. I saw Harvey not too long ago. Harvey's my bro. But it's old school guys, man. Old school guys. We've been doing this a long time, and when we look at the way people have turned it into a clown show. We were guys that are we're still respected. 3 Paul Newman oysters. Remember that? Remember Eric Clapton's? Yeah, the rose gold 6238. Yep, that he never sent the letter. Yep. Right, Ed? He still hasn't sent the letter, that fuck. That's why I don't like him. I never liked Clapton. I was never a Clapton guy, but that's just me. Oh my God. I remember when I had the heart attack. I'll never forget. I bought a 5036 1 in white gold from Bobby. Bobby shipped it to me in May. And the show was in July, and I had the heart attack. And Bobby never contacted me for the money. Bobby never busted my balls for the money. I'll never forget that about Bob. Never bothered me. And then I went to the show. I remember when I went to the show, I have a picture. That's the one when John Mayer was there and when he first came to the show and stuff like that. And I paid Bobby, and I was like, Bobby, thank you. He was like, no, you were sick. You guys got to understand, we were all very, very close back then. In 2007, I had a heart attack. And I'll never forget. And then I sold that watch to Seth. I traded it to Seth for a 6265 with like 10 sets of service papers that Arthur still has. Oh, Bob Marin is a legend, okay? He is a freaking legend in this space. A lot of guys, they like to knock people, or, they like to, read, rumors and gossip online. And it's like, you want to talk about a guy that took this thing from a small hobby to a worldwide phenomenon? That's Bobby Marin. You can bank on that, guys. I mean, me and Ed Ticelli over here, we go way back. This is Big Eddie. This is how Little Eddie got his name, because Little Eddie worked for Big Eddie for years. Little Eddie used to run and get coffee for him. That's how far back we all go. That's how far back we go. I know, man. It was crazy. Eddie was 14 years old. Yep. 14 years old, little Eddie. And now Albert used to work with Danny and Michael. He used to work with Danny and Michael. And Albert and I did shows together. We traveled for years, man. Me, Danny, Michael, Albert. because I set up with Renaissance at 37 West. That was the first place I set up in the window. We had the biggest vintage window in the city next to Faber. Faber was on 53rd, if I'm not mistaken, and we had the only vintage window on 47th Street. We had crazy stuff. Crazy. Oh, man. There was one watch that I sold. I had a Rail 1655 with service papers that I sold to some Italians that came over. One watch I was like, damn, I should have kept that watch. But I don't really care. I don't get too emotional about watches. Ed and I don't care. Ed's in the construction business now. Jesus. Oh my God. Where am I located? I'm in New Jersey. It's funny. It's funny stuff, man. Absolute funny stuff. Absolutely funny. Oh my God. And Jeff Sharp. Yeah, Ben. This was a 1655 rail. 5 million serial. One of the rarest 1655. I remember when young buck Andrew Shear comes into the office and asks me if he thought he could make money. Yeah. I threw Andrew out once. I threw everybody out at 37 West. I was fucked up at 37 West. I was like Michael. I threw out Andrew. I threw Carl Cohen out when he came in asking for a dial. He was young. I was like, get the fuck out of here. I threw out Justin Grunberg. Yeah, I swear to God. Oh my God, we were berserk. You got to realize we had two windows on 47th Street at 37 West, the two left side windows. And we were cooking over there, guys. We were cooking. This was 2007, 2008, 2009. And the vintage market was crazy. Crazy. Ron Turner. How about that? Bobby. How many of those things? I have two of those things. Do you need both of them? Bobby Mox? I'm going to ship them to you. I'll just ship them. I have them at the office. The crash of 2008 was interesting because, I called that crash. If you guys go back to the Buckley Report blog, that's on my website. You can go back there and look that I was writing back in 2006, 2007. I called that shit. We're going to be in Jersey. Yeah, T-Love. I'm there if you need me. I got you. I got you. Yeah, man. That was some fun shit, bro. That was really fun shit. Remember that, Billy D? Yeah. It's crazy, bro. Super crazy stuff. You got it, brother. You got it, brother. Just text me. We should be there from about 12 noon. We're working. We working, baby. What else we got? Damn, Ed. Got me down memory lane like a motherfucker. Holy shit. I saw Matthew Arena. Matt's running around New York these days. I don't know. Where are you? Yeah. Robbie's still there? No shit. Yeah, we're older now. I'm going to be 61 on Saturday, Ed. I think you're a year older than me, if I'm not mistaken. I saw Matthew. I see him up at Albert and Eddie's. I was talking to little Eddie last night, actually. 66, damn. You're a young man, bro. You are a young man. Dirk, you need to talk to Fast Eddie. He's your guy. Trust me. Fast Eddie has many talents. Hey, Belgium, good morning. Yeah, I'm going to be 62. I'm an old fuck. I'm ready to rock and roll. That's all I know. Dan, good morning. Good. Nice. Iowa, love it. Eddie sleeps upside down hanging from the rafters. That's fucked up. Oh my God. Jeff Sharp. See, these guys don't understand. A lot of these new jacks that are just familiar with Jeff from the videos that I put him in. They don't realize what a collector Jeff Sharp is. Jeff Sharp is a real collector's collector. nuts, man. Oh, my nose is stuffed up. This weather is fucked. Teresa, good morning. Listen, we like the old school. We do things the right way. They got all these new groups popping up. I love it. With kids that have no fucking clue. They have no clue. Oh, it's hilarious. They sell fucking aftermarket shit all day long, and they think that, and they haven't got a clue. They absolutely haven't got a clue. It's funny. Yeah, everybody's got 10 years. Okay. Everybody's got 10 years. I heard somebody else say they got 10 years in the business. I'm like, huh? Where? You know, the first 5 years of this business, it's like you can't really quantify, you can't really calculate that as real experience unless you are buying and selling with your own money. How active am I in a group? Not very. When I'm needed, I'm there. $10,000 rule, I don't even know what that is. Always a fluted bezel. What am I doing on my birthday? James Buckley has taken us to Little Buca. Dr. Mark. 10,000. I don't even know what that is. Hannah, good morning. Well, you would appreciate my expertise in the group. Yeah, I'm sure everybody would. When I'm needed, I'm there. But we have very, very good people in that group. And when I'm needed, I'm there. I'm not the expert on everything. So we've got other people that are very familiar with other aspects of collecting and buying and selling. I'm sure everybody wants to be able to sit there and ask me questions all day. I don't have it in me. It's not what I do. Hardest thing we faced in the beginning of buying and selling watches, back in the day, I had a lot of passion for it, so I didn't really notice it. You know, we ran constantly. I did every show within 300 miles of New York City. Okay, I was living in New York when we started. And it's like you don't realize what you're doing. You know, you don't realize it. And then you start learning, you know, when you start losing some money in the beginning. Yeah, everybody wants somebody else to do their own. What killed the passion? Nothing killed it. It just becomes old hat. It's like I did all the Scanticon over by King of Prussia. We used to do the, I think it was Chapter 7 or Chapter 1. NAWCC was the biggest show of that day. We would do that show every 3 months. It was a huge show. And this is the show that Jared Adelson down in Cherry Hill, JMA Watches, he and I would go to that show together. We would go there with $10,000 each. No watches, nothing. We would go from table to table, buying and selling watches, buy from one table, sell it to another. We'd leave the show with $20,000 and no watches. That's how we would do it. Listen, I don't answer certain questions. If you ask the wrong question, yeah, you will be blocked. So be careful. Tread lightly. Tread lightly. Yeah, that's what we used to do, Dirk. That was the show. Barry Fleischer. Oh my God, Barry. Ed, Barry was the guy who tried to sell me the Newman dials. I still have one. I still have some of yours too. The shows are definitely worth going for. Jordan gotcha. There you go. Yeah, I'm wearing this stupid date or Datejust, whatever the fuck I bought the other day. Yeah, don't ask questions. Ask stupid questions. You're gonna get definitely stupid answers. Jordan will just block you. I'm good, Rocco Waters. How are you? Suffering gives perspective. I don't know. It gives you perspective, yeah, but also good times give you perspective too. You know, we had really good times, Mark. You've been around the block. You know the business, how it used to be back in the day. You know, The Diamond District isn't full of crooks, believe it or not. You've got a few people that try to play catch me if you can, but for the most part, it's very, very, legitimate dealers there. You get bad stories from people who don't do their research. They want to do business with, some kid, so because they want to save a couple of $100. That's what I tell people. It's like, we're not the cheapest. We're the most expensive. You want to buy a watch from us? We're not going to be competitive like that. We have a price and that's it. You get a certain level of comfort buying from us, and that's what we provide. That's how we do it. I'm not looking to save somebody a few $100. That's not what I do. It's not what I do. That is not what we do. Next case. I had a buddy of mine from like 30 years ago contact me. I got to talk to him today. A good buddy of mine from the inside. Oh my God. Man, old buddy of mine. He's down in Carolinas, I think. BWZ being rambunctious. Next case. Next case. I don't care. No real good watchmaker uses gloves. I've been dealing with top shelf watchmakers for 30 years. They don't use gloves. That's for videos. That's just stupid. You can't feel, you can't hold anything with gloves. Well, these new jacks, oh, you don't wear gloves. I'm like, what are you, an idiot? Next case. Yeah. Ed, Fast Ed. Did Muhammad ever wear gloves? Never. Muhammad was our watchmaker for years on 47th Street. Jose never wore gloves. Maybe at the company they have to. You're looking to purchase a Daytona Ice Blue baguette worth them? I don't know. Yeah. Josh Martell in the building, baby. What's up, kid? Losing my hair. It's not even feeling the crispiness. You have to have a fine touch. You have to feel. If your hands are clean and they're not greasy, you're good. I used to be a pot washer. I was a union dishwasher back in the day when I was young, and I never wore gloves. Never. Oh my God. Good vibes, Josh. Let's send out some good vibes to our boy Josh. Let's go, baby. Perspective, man. Nothing but. Nothing but for our people. Muhammad's dead. He passed away. But Muhammad did a lot of good work for me. They still have the old stock shops, of course. 31. 29 minutes. Next case. We got you, brother. We got you. Yeah, I used to wash pots with fucking lye. You kidding me? Here, my hands are soft like a baby's ass. My hands. Soft. No, we trust everybody. I don't care what kind of name they have. I know guys that have American names that fucked me. So, we don't judge over here. We love our Muslim brothers. We love our Christian brothers. We love all our brothers. If they do something to fuck up, then we don't like them. Muhammad was my watchmaker. Wow, 20 years. Muhammad did just about everything for us. And now his protege, his name is Z, is over on 20 West by Be On Time in that little alcove. Now, I had Yemeni coffee, the best coffee I ever had in my life. My friend in Yemen used to send it. He used to have to ship it to Singapore and then ship it to me. Any brand that you like is good for a beginner, brother. Next case. Yeah, it's hard. You can't ship from Yemen. You can't ship to the U.S. Yeah, Mark. That's some good shit, man. Yeah, tube is kind of slow. Could it be done? I mean, yeah, if you know what you're doing, easy. It's like these guys don't know what they're doing. They're buying a seller to Batman to make $50. It's like, come on. You got to have a little more finesse than that. You have to know what you're looking at. You have to understand stuff. Yeah, they're all going to open stores in Las Vegas. Good for them. I'm certainly not. I am definitely not. I do what I do. There's Julia. Watch by Jules. Good morning. That's our friend. How do you keep anything abandoned? I don't know. I have no idea. Louis the 16th, never heard of them. I don't get involved in micro brands. I do not get involved in that stuff. Micro brands are a joke. Absolute joke. You get a bunch of your friends to buy them, then they'll put one in an auction, ring it up. A few years, it'll be done. Nah, we don't do eBay Live. We were supposed to do eBay Live years ago. I don't have patience for that. No, thank you. It's a lot of work. And it's a lot of, it's a lot of shenanigans. Let's put it that way. We're not running a clown show here. It's not what we do. We run auctions in the group that are, that people actually win. That's how we do things. No hate. I mean, listen, I know Ken Golden is doing a lot of stuff over there. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's good stuff, but it's a lot of work. We're not here to reinvent the wheel. It's not what we're doing. Group auctions are open to international. Absolutely. You just got to make sure that they're going to ship to you. Always check with the person who's running it. I don't know what the year is to cut off year. I don't know. Who knows? Yeah, they took the next step up. Yeah, if that. If that. Absolute crap. These micro brands. They don't stand the test of time. Trust me. They do not. I don't know what 47th Street dealers do. I ship internationally. I ship internationally. Who's an expert in Cartier? Please. Give me a break. Please. Experts in Cartier are guys like Eric Koo. Okay? That's an expert in Cartier. Carl Cohen is an expert in Cartier. There's a lot of variables with Cartier, especially the really good stuff, the vintage stuff, the specific, stuff that just shipped it to Cartier Paris. There's a whole criteria for that stuff, which I am not familiar with. I don't get involved in that stuff. I am on 47th Street once a week, maybe. I don't do a lot of ladies' watches. I try not to. I try not to. Next case. Yeah, I'll blow it later. Favorite athlete is Reggie Jackson. Always. Come on. Reggie's my guy. It's my dog right there. Love Reggie. Real deal. Next case. I don't know. Expensive watch. Please with that. Please. Next case. What do we got? Yaz? Yeah, you like Yaz. Yaz was a good guy. Good boy. Billy Martin. Love Billy Martin. Those were the days, man. Like Ticelli said. The good old days. Next case. We are at 7:38. We're out of here. Maymon. Good morning. Yeah, we're out of here at 8 o'clock, I think, guys. Maybe a few minutes later. I got to still take a shower and get dressed and shave and get up to the office. Yeah, when baseball was baseball and sheep were nervous. See who caught that. Funny stuff, guys. Funny stuff. Next case. 22 minutes. 22 left. 22 left. Oh, more than that. No, not more than that. Sorry. Oh, my God. Best shawarma in New York is a place called Turco on 9th Avenue. Turco. Turco. Fantastic shawarma. I have a Reggie card right here that Billy D sent me. I have one sitting on my desk. Here, show you. See, Billy D sent me this. See? I also have a signed photo over my watchmaking bench that Jordan sent me for my birthday a couple of years ago. Love Reggie. Love me some Reggie. Boca Billy D in the building. Yeah, Billy D traveling. That brother doing it. That brother living that life, son. He about that life. Oh, my God, boys. Oh, my Jesus, help me. Did I drink all my fucking coffee? Oh, fuck me. Next case. Next case. Saturday's a big day. Why? Oh, it's my birthday. Yeah. Listen, you know what? I've had 61 birthdays so far. You know what? Every birthday is important. I'm not a guy that wants gifts. I don't want any gifts. My son's taking us out to dinner, which is nice. And you know what? That's it. My parents are coming, which is great. She sent Joe a gift. Oh, boy. Big question. Tiffany and Company. Yeah, it sounds pretty okay. Not me. Oh, okay. Oh, really? You're at work? Yeah. These are my trooper buddies. We support law enforcement 100%. We support the military 100%. You know, we may sound like we're very, very conservative thinkers. We do have a very, very, left-leaning side to us also. There is nothing absolute about us here. We think what we think. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. I don't need any more coffee. Yeah, you're not fucking kidding. Hannah's the best. Hannah's built different. Like Josephine Buckley. Hannah's built different. She got to put up with us. Just like Josephine Buckley, right, Jordo? They got to deal with our fucking craziness. You're going to be 61? I can gift you that thing. Damn. Have I ever seen a Paul Newman watch? Oh, my God. Please. I've sold more Paul Newman watches when they were $10,000 than you could possibly imagine. Josephine's book, yeah. One day she'll write it. That ought to be funny. I've heard all the stories. Please. Please. Funny. Next case. Give me something I could use, people. Yeah, you're not kidding. Next case. What's the inspiration behind my attire? Let's see. As a person, when I turned 40 years old, I was one of these people that had something to prove. And when I turned 50 years old, I kind of realized that it doesn't really matter. I always wear a cardigan. I've always worn cardigans, even when I was a kid. I loved cardigans. Mint, Tiffany, Daytona, no idea. Not a clue. $1.25, $1.10, something like that. Who knows? Yeah. Not kidding. Paul Newmans were not really, look, I remember Paul Newmans. The first Paul Newman that I ever bought and sold, I paid $11,000 for one. And I sent it into service. And it took 6 months to service. And when it came out, this was like right after 9/11. So when it came out of service, the market was shit. And I wound up losing $1,000 on it. It was a two-color, screw down. Really good watch. I wish I had that watch today. Watch is probably $300 grand. It was not great condition though. That was the thing. The dial was But I've sold some beautiful Paul Newmans in my day. Fucking mint museum pieces I've sold. Presidents back then were always 5-6 grand. I think the least I ever spent on a president was like 6 grand. Red sub. I remember sending a double red sea dweller to Singapore. I think I paid 4 grand for it. It was mint. Sent it to Alvin Lee at Monster Time. I don't know if anybody knows Alvin. But Alvin, OG dealer. Top guy. I've dealt with some of the biggest dealers on the planet for, almost 30 years. I'm not over here worrying about fucking TikTok videos. Trust me. Rolex Rainbow, nobody cared about it when it came out. Then they saw that it was exclusive. Now everybody wants one. It's a fucking piece of shit. I couldn't care less. Not my cup of tea. Good morning, Bilal. I'm here every day, not for me. I do this for the people. People that like to watch, people that want to join the group, people that understand that we are built different here. We are not, hiding out somewhere. We are exclusively, not exclusive, that was the wrong word. We are available. Good morning, Rocco. Rocco Firearms. You like to learn? Good. That's cool. Other people you try to call their business, you'll never get in touch with them. Us, you deal with an owner. You are dealing with an owner when you call. It's either me or James Buckley. That's it. That's why we don't really deal with that many people, because we're only 2 people. We can only do what we can do. You enjoy watching us? Thank you. Appreciate you. Yeah, proof of life. Yeah, I'm still alive. So people who owe me money know I'm still coming for them. Yeah, nobody owes me money like that. I don't put money out there on the street. I'm not a fucking idiot in this business. You're sold on buying a sub? Make sure you make a phone call and make sure we have it for you first. Make sure you order it. We could ship it to you. You don't even have to come to the store. Much easier. Much easier. Thank you, Rocks. Big Rock in the building, baby. You love all the content? Yeah, I already read this one. Used Rolex prices leveled out? Not really. Not really. I was in Jersey on 9/11. Saw the whole thing. In 89, and you bought a new Oyster Quartz. Nice. That's a great watch. $5,800. Yeah, no shit. I have one that's like almost 16 grand now. Crazy that I just serviced. You'll be okay in Minnesota. They're not going to bother you. Let's not go over the top with this craziness. Thank you so much, guys. Good to see everybody. We're here. It is 7:46, 14 minutes. Listen, man. We are equal opportunity haters as well as equal opportunity supporters. If you are smart, I like it. Next case. Manual wine, if you like it. If you want an inexpensive Rolex, that's what you buy. Silver is 91 an ounce. Stop it. No. Yeah, thank you so much. Silver's not $90. Stop it. My word of the day is consistency. Consistency. Too bad nobody's buying it. That's the problem. I've got tons of silver over here. Mesbo, what up? Get out of here. 91.57. Holy shit. Mesbo, what do you got for me, baby? I'm in the buying mood. You know me. How are you, brother? God bless you, my friend. That's my friend. Ticelli is here. He was here. Mez. Eddie was here. We all know each other from 30 years ago. Cool, man. I'm here, brother. I'm fucking here. They'll pay 90%, not my guys. My guys aren't even taking it in, the refineries. Yeah, talk to Jordo. Just be careful shipping that stuff, Jordo. Don't get involved. Listen to me. Do not get involved in that. Have you guys noticed with IFS? Okay, that's something I really think we need to talk about real quick. InfoSure, which is one of the shipping companies that a lot of us use. I use Parcel Pro, shipping, InfoSure. We use Malk, but for smaller stuff, okay, InfoSure, they have somebody inside that is, filtering out tracking numbers and names, and people are going to the FedEx locations and stealing watches that they know are expensive, high value items. You guys got to be really careful with InfoSure right now. I'm hoping that they figured that shit out, but that's serious shit. I haven't used them since Monday. I'm using Parcel Pro right now. Yeah, man. Bad news. I'm the best at what I do. Thank you. Yeah, Hannah. Bad. Very bad. Yeah. Now the refiners won't buy. That's it. I think I sold out at 60, which, you know what? I got the money. What's with S&H? Who's that? Who's S&H? I'm burnt, Dirk. Do I like the 16610? So yeah, it's standard watch. Benchmark. Who's that, Dirk? Oh, I don't like new shipping companies. I deal with Parcel Pro. They charge you a lot more money. Again, you're paying a lot of money, but shit gets done. I can't get involved in trying to save a few bucks on shipping. We spend tens of thousands a month on shipping. Can't even begin to tell you how much we ship. And most of it we never touch. Most of it we never touch. Yeah, I mean, InfoSure turned out, there were like 3 different owners of InfoSure, 3 different, names that of the company when it started. And that started by a guy named James from Parcel Pro who left, who probably still owns it. I don't know. Who the fuck knows anymore? I don't know and I don't give a fuck. Next case. Thank you, Mitch. You have a good day too. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, InfoSure is fucked. Yeah. Every once in a while, you got to check InfoSure. You got to check all of these shipping companies because every once in a while you get somebody who makes a mistake at the back office, and they'll charge you for a package that you didn't ship. Who do you know to buy gold coins? Tony, 66 West 47th, booth 7, Belinda Jewelers. That's who we deal with. That's it. That's who I deal with for any kind of jewelry, gold, silver. That's where I go. No birthday show, people. Oh my God, it's so bad. Jordan, have you seen some of these other videos? I mean, people are like people are coming out of the woodwork with this cat. Yeah, double weight. Yeah, that's what they do. I don't know where Arthur is. He's being rambunctious. The nerve of him. Dangerous shit, Jordo. Thank you, Ralph. Yeah, good luck with that. You might not get an answer. A good investment? I don't know. Buy a watch that you like. Just buy a watch that you like. That's the best investment. My world is pretty normal. I don't know. I insure everything. That's what you're supposed to do. Hmm. 7:53. Rocking and rolling, boys and girls. Where is fucking Arthur? Damn it, Arthur. This is my last call for alcohol. Anybody need this factory diamond dial fluted bezel card? 2018 card. 12 balloons. 12 S&H green stamps. Nice watch. Yeah, sometimes we have stuff that doesn't make it. That's why you insure it. And you pay out. Watches are great for money laundering. Stupid fucking question. Hey, there he is. Shore Living, baby. 41 millimeter. Factory diamond dial, blue. Oyster bracelet. Wish it had Jubilee. I do not go to Canada. Nah, I don't take 10.5. We don't negotiate here. This isn't a fucking video. This isn't fucking TikTok videos. 12 balloons. If you want it, shoot us a text. Not on Facebook. Brand new ones are like 13.5. So it's hard. You know, hard to find. The factory diamond dial is nice. I like the blue stick better. 7169 watch 9. Yeah, nobody even answers that one anymore either. We stopped answering everything. We're done. We're checked out, guys. But we'll answer that if you call. Go through the Stripe site. Go through Stripe. Go through the website. 40 millimeters, okay. Zeniths, I don't know. You got to go in the group and ask. Gotta laugh, boys. Gotta laugh. Tuscanyrose.com. There you go. That's the only way that you know for sure that you're dealing with us. There's a bunch of fake websites. Do not send anybody money until you do a FaceTime. Explorer 2, always a white dial. Always. 755. Oh, my neck is all fucked up at the gym yesterday. Yeah, we got a breakfast appointment today. And we've got the store. I don't know what we're doing after the fact. Oh, yeah. We've got a big day today. Huge day. And we got a bigger day tomorrow, and then a bigger day Friday. Wrapping everything up, putting a bow on shit, guys. We are putting a bow on shit. Trust me. We need to get things going into the next phase of operations here. That's what we have to do. We are, hopefully we will be done. And then we're going to have a whole other thing. Yeah, so this guy called me up about the, what do you call it? About a documentary that he's working on, but he wants to do some other projects too, which is cool. I mean, I haven't really done any real film projects. We've been kind of staying off the internet. You need a job? Yeah, me too, Jordo. You're hired. Don't worry, brother. We take our guys with us. You and T Love. We got you. Let's cross our fingers. I don't know if it's big news. I don't know how big the news is going to be. Nurses need our support. Yeah, I'm going to go stand on a fucking picket line. I didn't stand on a picket line when I was in a union. I'm going to go fucking stand out there in the cold. You crazy. Fucking crazy. I love these people that don't have jobs and they go out there and like they're supporting these causes. Win ass, stop it, BWZ. Jordan, BWZ is being the most rambunctious I've ever seen him. Win ass. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's just fucking crazy. These people they have no money. They're complaining that they're fucking, eating fucking cat food and they're out there with signs. Look, I'm protesting. Like, go get a fucking job. Get a fucking job. Please. No one cares. I will say this, though. I'm going to tell you guys a story about a picket line. I'm going back many, many years ago. Okay, and my buddy Joey, who is my attorney. He's almost retired, but he's my attorney. And one of my attorneys, anyway. My private, personal attorney, not my corporate attorney. And Joey, we were running the streets at the time. And I remember Tavern on the Green had a strike. And Joey wound up getting, picked up over there, to wait tables and cross the picket line. And I remember I didn't have a job at the time and I was leaving the house and my father's like, hey, what are you doing? I was like, oh, I got a gig. He's like, oh, great. What are you doing? And I told him, my father's a union guy, local 804, Teamster. My father said, you go over there across the picket line, do not come back to this house. Dead serious. Dead ass. I was like, okay, sorry. Yeah, I was like 20 years old. Yeah, my father would not stand for that shit. Union man. Yeah, true story. Yeah, Joey went there, but I would not. I wouldn't cross the picket line. Sounds like that's fucked up, Bobby. Bobby, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. Oh my God. What a fucking bunch we got over here. Jesus Christ. Oh my God almighty. You guys are a real pip. Nah, my other buddy just retired. You know, good morning. Oh, Big Rig Steve, what up? I never saw Uncut Gems and I never will. You're my lawyer too? Uh-oh. Look out, baby. Shop steward for 464A. Yeah, there you go. I was local 1199 when I was kitchen worker. Yeah. Yep. No joke, man. No fucking joke. Yeah. Ah, listen. Yeah, council. That's Tuscanyrose chat group council over there. Look out. I don't know, boys and girls. So we're here. Oh, fuck. Yeah, we're done. We are out of here. See you later. Bye.